Yeah, okay, grab a seat. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your help.
One by one?
Each one, please.
How long did it take you to do this, Grace? Yeah. Wimble Hospital, Wimbledon Wing Hospital. It's a bubble wrap. Man, bubble wrap is to protect goods. Innovation today is about clothing and fashion. Here we have a bubble man with a funky shirt, pants and some interesting shapes. Bubble wrap can be creative art. It also keeps food cold, insulates windows, stops cars from frosting, makes hardy cushions, protects your plants and knees, makes sleeping mats, but most of all, it relieves stress by popping. From the rest home, one of our residents, New Zealand is a green land, and most of our many trees and shrubs are evergreen. The lush forest often referred to as native bush, or simply by Kiwis, the bush. Cover has been burnt, chopped down, or large areas of native bush still remain in the high country, luckily. Thank you, Jackie. Rocking that look. Our beautiful navy here is God's own, is really short for truly God's own country, and lots to go with it. Our creation celebrates the classic and blissful Kiwi holiday, enjoying nature and simple things in life. It also depicts a collection of things that we love and identify with, and make us Kiwis unique. Who doesn't love a cute retro caravan, drinking L&P and enjoying a trumpet ice cream? And who doesn't remember Ches and Dale, Foot Rock Flats and Goodnight Kiwi? Thank you, Nivi. Right, we now have a model from Wimbledon Hospital Wing. This is our very own Apple. This is in Kiwiana. This is one woman show. Her skirt embodies Kiwiana, from a trotting cup fascinator to different symbols of New Zealand, from feathers that represent colours from our native birds and poppy flowers that represent war and shells, rugby balls and different ferns that represent our native bush. Also pink that acknowledges Breast Cancer Month. Thank you, Apple. Kiwiana. Next we have the exquisite peacock, made by the team at Canterbury Hospital Wing, modelled by Marissa. This costume is inspired by the most extravagant, beautiful bird of all, the peacock. The feathers on the front give a hint of the enormous train that follows. Its colourful trail is the highlight, which moves in an exotic way that mesmerises all that look. The costume is made up by 100 handmade paper feathers layered upon each other. These are against the blue segments of the dress. So just a reminder, a lot of these costumes have had so much time put into them, and also the residents are the ones that put these together. And family. Thank you, Marissa. Next, we have our very own Anne from the Rest Home. We have our national flower, the kowhai. New Zealand has a lot of interesting native plants and flowers, but the kowhai is quite special. The stunning yellow blossom is widely regarded as the country's national flower and is a clear marker of the beginning of spring in New Zealand. Kowhai flowers are traditionally used by Maori to make yellow dye, and the bark was used as a key medical source to treat injuries and illnesses. So this costume was made by our craft team at the rest home. Thank you, Anne. Next we have Kia Kaha, made by the team of Special Care, modelled by Dell. Kias we all love, cheeky, inquisitive, beautiful and very much part of our unique New Zealand fauna. The Kia has inspired us to reimagine this gentleman's classic trench coat to represent something beautiful and Kiwiana. The coat has been covered with fabric feathers that have been painted by our residents and sewn on by hand. The wonderful colours remind us of New Zealand's beautiful floral and fauna. Thank you, Dell. You're looking lovely. Very cool. And Kias are probably one of my favourite birds just because they're very cheeky, which probably fits Dell's personality. Can I ask all the participants to come and model for our final walk? Introducing Trent again. Bubble Man. Here we go, Jackie. And she's our native New Zealand. Very good. Now we've got Navi, God's Own, from the Special Care team. Now we've got Embodies Kiwiana. We've got Apple from the Wimbledon team. We've got the exquisite peacock, made from Canterbury Hospital, modelled by Marissa. And now we've got the kowhai, our national flower, made by the Rest Home team, and Anne is the model. And our last one, Kia Kaha, made by the Special Care team, modelled by Dell. That's the best. Thank you, Special Care team. Everyone, we'd like to take a bow. You've done an amazing job of modelling these and also participating in making. Take a bow. Right, we're going to take a break while the judges come to their decision.
Other units? Yeah. Other units, yeah.
So thank you to the activities team for all the extra hours you've put in or time organising this. You can see that the guidance that everyone has had is amazing and the ideas are just outstanding. We're going to start with the second runner-up, and that is Embodies Kiwiana from Wimbledon. because there's so many different aspects of every outfit, and the thought that has gone in is amazing. And first runner-up is Kia Kaha from Special Care. The detail, even to the under the arms with the colours, which are so much like native care, is outstanding. So there's been a lot of thought, and you can see obviously the time that this has taken, even down to the cap. So outstanding Special Care. And our winner is God's Own from Special Care. So the detail on the back of and the round, and then go right down to the trumpet. And for a lot of us, if you look around, all those memories, and we've even got the COVID symbol on the side. Ashley, Ashley. The beehive, the caravan holidays, the four square, and of course a lot of us remember the Edmonds cookbook. Yes, the trumpet. But also we'd like to mention, you know, it was really difficult. We had loved the bubble wrap man because of the recycling. You know, it's very important in this day and age to recycle. So our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren benefit what we have known. And so recycling to us is very, very important. So that was really good. Also, the detail in the exquisite peacock. Absolutely, the detail, Marissa, it was a hard call, and the time and the individual work, absolutely, and also the knitting skills from the rest home, outstanding. So every piece of work has something special. However, we had to get we had to get 3 places. So in our minds, everyone should have got a prize, because they're all outstanding, and I think you'd all agree with that. Yep. Thank you to all our models as well. Is it getting hot under there, Apple? Yeah. And Trent's lights as well. And so we've got just a little bit for the models, and thank you for taking the time out for being part of your unit. So we couldn't do it without you. So we need models, don't we? And thanks to the activities team for being so flexible, because of course in level 2 we have to be seated and served, and the distancing, so we've still managed to get the care centre Wearable Arts completed, so that's really exciting. And I think we're trying to go and get the team to do a tour, aren't we? Sorry, Ruthie's just going to take some photos, and then we'll go for a tour.
Thank you very much everyone for participating today, and we are going to go from care centre to care centre, so don't they look amazing? Could we give them a round of applause? And a round of applause for our judges. Thank you for judging this competition. And also thank you for our wonderful piano player. Now, I would also like to thank all the work that's gone into this from all the ladies. I know Liz had a big part in our rest home, with the rest home ladies. I know the Special Care, we had the hospitals, all the residents that were involved in this making of these outfits.